All right, welcome back. It's been a couple weeks since we've
Mm-hmm.
last talked. Um, we left off just kind of talking about your situation and
Mm-hmm.
where you're at with it and what you're looking for. So today I really want to focus on brainstorming and just getting a bunch of ideas out there,
Okay.
solutions, etc. So,
Okay.
is there any?
So I guess a few ideas on where I want to go to college for nursing school.
Okay.
I've been thinking about it the past few weeks, and I am still really undecided, but I think I need to go where it's most financially, where like the best financial option for me.
Okay. So your most important goal is to be most financially stable.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Over weather and over location and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Because I know last time we talked that was kind of important to you.
Yeah, location is definitely high up on the list, but I realized that being in debt is more important. Not being in debt is more important to me than where I'm gonna live.
Okay.
Because I can move. It's only gonna be 2 more years, so
Yeah.
I can move afterwards when I have my degree. I can get a job somewhere warm.
Right.
Like somewhere where I'm gonna live permanently once I get like a stable job. So, and it would be great to like live somewhere nice and have a job somewhere that I want to actually live and not worry about having to pay back a bunch of student loan debt.
Okay.
So
you want to focus on a cheaper tuition.
Yeah.
And if you could get a cheaper tuition somewhere that is warmer, you'd obviously do that.
That
but
would be...
to start, we're thinking about, because I know we talked about Boise State and then Lewis and Clark State. So those would be your top options.
Yeah.
Nice. And you're going to probably end up applying there?
Yeah, I'll apply there in a few months. I'm going to apply to all the schools I want to apply to in a few months. And then I'll ultimately decide after I get the results back, find out what schools I get accepted into. Then I'll have a better idea of what's more reasonable for me.
Right.
Because like as of right now, I don't even know if I'm gonna get accepted into the schools I want to go to.
So, are they really competitive? Are the schools most in Idaho?
Boise State is really competitive. Lewis Clark State, they have a lot of applicants, but I know that I would get in there as well.
Okay.
So I guess I just don't know if I'll get accepted to BSU.
So BSU is more something, so you'd rather go to BSU.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So best case scenario, you end up at BSU.
Exactly.
Are they the same price?
Yeah, for in-state tuition. Or I guess LC is a lot cheaper than BSU. Maybe like just by a few $1,000s.
Okay.
But they're in the same ballpark. In-state tuition in Idaho is pretty cheap anyways, so I would rather go to Boise though.
Would you be able to get some scholarships? Because I know you said your most important thing was cost of attendance.
Yeah.
Would you be able to get some scholarships to make those either equal or make maybe Boise State even cheaper than Lewis and Clark?
Yeah, definitely. I've been talking to some nurses, and I met this lady who is in charge of the WWAMI program, and she knows. She was telling me about all these scholarships that I could apply for and probably even get because they're just like specific for nursing, specific for this area. So I'll definitely be applying to those. And that if I get those scholarships will knock down the cost of attendance. So I'll be doing that too.
Focusing on, because I know when we talked a couple weeks ago, you really cared about location and weather, but since we're back on like more of a money efficiency scale, do you plan on applying for FAFSA? If so, are you applying, by yourself or with your parents? I know you can get a lot of money when you claim yourself only.
Yeah.
So is that something you've talked to your family about?
Yeah, I don't qualify as independent because my parents still pay. I'm on their insurance. They pay for all my healthcare stuff. So if I were to be independent, then I'd have to do all that on my own, which I'm not
really
going to do. Yeah.
Huh. I did not know that you had to do all those. I thought that you had to be paying for more of your own bills than they do.
No, it kind of sucks because I do pay for everything other than that. But to be an independent, I either have to be like an orphan or have no parents, which obviously is an orphan, or yeah, just be completely separated from my parents, could be completely on my own. So,
have you thought about the price that it costs to pay for your insurance and the things that you don't pay for, and related that to maybe how much more you get for FAFSA if you claimed yourself? Is that something you thought about?
I've kind of like briefly thought about it, but I just would have. I'm still getting help from my parents to pay for school, so it's not a big, it's not a big deal for me.
Okay. So mainly scholarships.
Mm-hmm.
Is there? So you're from Idaho. So do you have any connections down there that maybe you could start working, doing any type of job down there to help pay for some of the things?
Yeah, I can definitely. I mean, it just really depends on if I get accepted into school at BSU, because then I'll be able to plan on working down there, moving down there. But
so in an ideal world, if you did get accepted to BSU,
then I would work as a CNA at either a hospital down there. Working at St. Luke's would be super awesome. And I know that there are like tons and tons of CNA job openings anywhere I go. So I'm not worried about getting a job down there. But yeah, that would be awesome if I did get accepted. I'd love to work at St. Luke's. I'd get paid more than I'm getting paid here in Moscow. So that would be ideal. I mean, I kind of have like everything planned out for if I do get accepted to BSU.
Right.
So
you already kind of have a plan.
Yeah.
So kind of talking about this plan that you have, lead me through that.
For BSU?
Yeah, for BSU.
So I am applying in May.
Okay. Is there a reason you're applying in May? Is that when it's...
Yeah, that's when application opens for BSU. So I'll apply...
Open. So how long do you have till it closes to?
I'm not sure. Probably August, I would assume. But I'm planning on getting my application in like...
Right, when it opens. Yeah. When do you have to decide where you go?
After I find out where I get accepted.
Okay. Keep going. Keep leading me through your plan.
So, apply to BSU, and then if I do get accepted, I would start next spring semester. So I would have a semester. That's just how their admission for nursing goes. So, like, say you apply in the spring, then you would start the following spring.
Okay.
And I couldn't apply in the fall because I didn't have all my prereqs done. So I'll have all my prereqs done in the spring. I get accepted. I'll start in the spring. So I would move down there probably like either at the beginning or the end of the summer. I'd start working as a CNA, and I would just live and work down there.
So let's talk about working as a CNA. So if you are going to go down there in the summer, what steps would you take to make sure that you got that CNA job? I know you said that you're not worried about it, but have you thought about like a tentative plan as to how you're going to get the job?
I have family down in Boise, so when I am looking and applying for jobs, I'd go down to Boise. I'd stay with my family for a little. I would obviously set up some interviews before I went down there, and then I would get all that done while I'm down there. I mean, it's not a bad drive down to Boise.
Yes, 7 hours?
I think it's like 6.
6?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I wouldn't mind going down there and looking for a job, but that's what I would do.
So you would start the job process kind of when you got
kind of
down
early.
There. You would start looking for job opportunities here, but then really like taking steps to go out and maybe talk to employers and stuff like that when you got down to Boise. Is there a reason that you'd wait to do that then?
I mean, I'm pretty sure that they don't do like over the phone interviews.
Right. And more personal probably to be in person.
Exactly. And then I could tour the facilities, figure out what the best fit is for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would like find my options here, and then I'd set up a time to go down there and figure it out. And then once I get my CNA job, I would work doing that for like 6-ish months for the time
so
before I start nursing school.
While you're in nursing school.
I don't see myself having a job during nursing school just because it's going to be so much on my plate already with school. So I think I would just work before, get in my experience, put on my application for nursing school, and then I'd start in the spring.
So, you're not going to be able to work really during schooling. So you'll want to apply for the scholarships and stuff before. When are you going to start applying for those?
I'm going to start applying probably in the next few weeks here.
Cool.
So, yeah.
So you're going to start applying for scholarships in the next few weeks. You're going to apply for nursing school in May to multiple different places. You'll go down I'm assuming wherever.
Yeah, wherever I get accepted. I mean, if I get accepted to BSU, I'm going to go to BSU.
Right.
So, yeah.
But wherever you get accepted, you'll go down. You'll work as a CNA for 6 to 8 months, and then you'll start school, and then you'll kind of rely on the scholarships that you signed up for.
Yeah, and I'll be relying on my parents and my grandparents.
A little bit of help from them too. So you kind of have a tentative plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like you got what you wanted out of these sessions?
I feel like I know what I want to do a million times more than I did when I first sat down here.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Well, and you've changed a little bit of what you thought was the most important to you since the first couple sessions. So it's nice to see that you changed a little bit. Anyways.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Of course.